MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. H, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. Harold, any thoughts?
This guy's been a very reliable, successful big league start. He's got a career ERA in the low threes. He gets the ball every time you ask him, doesn't complain. I like his attitude, and I'm wondering if he gives the other team a little attitude today.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Joe Mauer. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius has it. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting third, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. 1-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Irvin Santana is on the mound for the visiting squad in this AL wildcard matchup. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's been pretty unpredictable. Inconsistent, I guess, is probably the best word to put it. Look, he's got a career ERA over 4, but he continues to make starts. So that's the positive of it. We'll see today who we get, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Now at the plate, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 2-1 home now to Gardner. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Buxton racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, if there's any game, Matt, that's important to score that first run, this is it. The wild card game, if you can drive in a run and get that lead early, man, all the pressure goes on the other team. This is a big moment.
And a whiff at a good slider that time.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Rosario is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
And that's in there. Base hit. Gardner rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. And this is fouled at the plate. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro.
1-2.
And he misses there, 1-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Standing in now, Chase Headley. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And they get the force for the second out. And I'm not sure what that guy's doing out there as he gets forced out at third by an outfielder. Man alive. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. 1-1, here it comes. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Yankees 2 and the Twins nothing. Ready now, Eddie Rosario. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2-strike slider on the back foot. That's a classic pitch, but he did a nice job of laying off it.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Byron Buxton waits on deck. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Byron Buxton. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Hey, every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Max Kepler. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Eduardo Escobar would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Tried to strike out the side. Here it is. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7.
Eduardo Escobar standing in past meetings with Tanaka. 6 for 13. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. 2 out here and a runner at second. This is pulled into right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Greg Bird. Hit hard to the right side, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brett Gardner. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box, Jason Castro, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready on 1 and 2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2 and 2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. So striding in, Robbie Grossman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there. 3-1. Here it is. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So here's Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco grounded up the first baseline, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twin strand of pair. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1 and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 3-1.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there in that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. But I think he's probably swinging.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Starlin Castro. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder,
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now here's the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. To 2-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another chance? Chase Headley, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And Headley will reach. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Center fielder,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The set and the 2-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario is there. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for the Yankees.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Headley rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been first and third with 1 away, which is a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Kepler looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Judge is on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jason Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Pulled toward right center field. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Hey, Matt, it's fun to watch good pitching. Don't get me wrong, but, man, I want to see some offense. I'm a hitter. I like runs scored. 5th inning, about time they got a hit.
Grossman.
In now, Robbie Grossman. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's Brian Dozier now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Grounder down the line at third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-1 game.
Boy, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling. But, man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's in there, base hit. Dozier is on his way home. Now the relay home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Boy, that was a heck of an at-bat. Worked the count full. Pitcher thought for sure he'd be looking fastball. He got a breaking ball, stayed with it, and got the base hit. That's about as good as it's going to get right there.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Twins 2. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
1-1, here it is. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Here's Starlin Castro, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ellsbury is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next,
ready for another shot now. Byron Buxton, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, as advertised, Matt, that splitter has been spot on. I mean, that is the game separator right there. He's able to use that split. Looks like a fastball, and he's using it effectively.
And that misses. 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Max Kepler. That misses. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Tanaka is there, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 4-2.
Your attention, please. Now
A new
pitching
pitcher
for the
coming on
Twins,
here as it'll be the
number
left-hander
15,
Glenn Perkins that gets the call.
Perkins.
Chase Headley will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Buxton moving forward. Can't get to it in time. That's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
Up next for the
Oh,
Yankees.
he couldn't have thrown that any better. Fastball inside, jams him, and he gets a nice bloop single to reward him. Wow.
In now, Jacoby Ellsbury. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1. We're in the sixth inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you
Now
that.
batting.
First and second,
Third
no out,
baseman.
and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a
Frazier.
double play right here.
Standing in, Todd Frazier. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting.
Greg Bird will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off. 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the lead will move to 3 as it's now a 5-2 game.
Baseball is a team game. You hear it all the time. The first 2 guys, they couldn't get him in. He steps up there with 2 outs and drives him in. That's winning baseball. That's team baseball.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Twins 2. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Eduardo Escobar standing in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Soft liner to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And another foul ball. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
He's thrown a lot of pitches already, and man, this is a long AB. This at bat, when you look back at it, might be the one that takes him out of the game.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. Throw won't get him.
Well, he persevered right through it. Now he's 0 for 2 before this base hit right here with 2 strikeouts. Man, this makes it feel good now. Now he's getting that confidence and a little swagger back.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Tommy Kingley takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Tommy Kingley.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Kingley is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 7.
So here's Joe Mauer. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick. That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
He'll try again 1-2. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Another try at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Twin strand of pair. They trail 5-2. Ryan Presley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ryan Presley.
Striding in once again, Gary Sanchez. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
And this inning starts with a solid base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that curveball's on the outside half. You usually shoot it the other way, but he stayed with it. And because he got the barrel in the right place, he still got a base hit.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Number 14.
Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded to short. And Castro's got himself a base hit. Here's Chase Headley. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Hitter, Chase Headley.
First and second now, 1 man out. Yeah. 2-2 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Here's another 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Now pitching for the Twins.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Jacoby Ellsbury will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Ehire Adrianza is off the bench now as he'll take over at second following the injury.
Number 16, Ehire Adrianza.
Ready once again, Todd Frazier. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Here it comes on 1-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Twins bullpen does the job there. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees lead it 5-2. Leading off the inning, Jorge Polanco, and they'll need him to get something going here. Dylan Betances is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Betances.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
For Minnesota.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line towards center field. Ellsbury is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Byron Buxton now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Hit hard to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and the deficit remains 5-2. Taylor Rogers is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Taylor Rogers.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning.
Oh man, that's a scary one for an infielder. I'm sure he would have loved to make that play, but I think he's still got to be happy just to have all of his teeth.
Stepping in now, Brett Gardner. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. They'll give that runner the green light, headed around third. The relay throw.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kepler's there for it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he is in there.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
This is in the air to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
So striding in, Starlin Castro. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Ready with the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. The Yankees lead it 7-2. The beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from right here in the Big Apple. Aroldis Chapman takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. The 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Third baseman, number 5. Eduardo Escobar.
Digging in and looking for more, Eduardo Escobar. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Ready with another 2-strike offering, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, catcher Jason Castro.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Castro. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. Bird is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Robbie Grossman. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Brett Gardner. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.
So for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. We're just getting started, folks. You've been watching the American League wildcard game.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. The loss goes to Irvin Santana. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the one-game National League wildcard playoff between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, Harold?
Matt, they're facing an excellent pitcher. Look, and what great pitchers do, they get stronger as the game goes on. So to me, you got to get him early. I want to see if they take pitches, maybe try to work the count a little bit, get that pitch count up, and maybe see if they can get him weaker as he goes deeper into the game. But it's going to be a challenge, no doubt.
Charlie Blackmon is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. H, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Zach Greinke gets the nod here at home for the National League wild card game. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's been a very good Major League pitcher. I love the fact he's always solid. He doesn't complain. He wants the baseball. His career ERA is under 3.5. So I'm looking for him again to have another one of those outings where he's durable and goes after the hitters. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the D-backs. And I'm looking at Ketel Marte. You know, this young man broke in. You knew he was going to catch the ball, but you weren't sure if he was going to hit. And then when he started playing with Cano, he really helped him slow the game down. And it looked like from that point, Ketel took off.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Career line against Greinke. 9 base hits in 32 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 5, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a liner. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball.
So the first 2 batters of the inning go out, and then the 3-hitter gets a base hit here, bringing up the middle of the order. This guy's got power. It could be 2-0 before you blink.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
2 out with the man at first. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Good first inning that time for Zach Greinke. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, Harold?
Tell you what, Matt, they got a great pitcher going, so it takes the pressure off the offense. You know you don't need 5 or 6 runs to win a game. You just scrape out a couple, and he's going to make it stand up.
John Gray is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Batting second, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out.
Batting third.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hard liner to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Arizona. Still no score. In is Gerardo Parra, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And the pitch on 2-1.
That's a ball.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. He just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 12.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Career line against Greinke. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Good work there by Zack Greinke. It remains 0-0. Ready now, J.D. Martinez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Blackmon going back at the track. The wall gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
7, second baseman, Daniel.
Stepping in, Daniel Descalso. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Blackmon will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8.
In now, Zach Greinke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Batting 9th, the shortstop, Ketel
And that'll
Marte.
bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Flipped out the other way toward short. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. Career line against Greinke. He's gone 6 for 8. Sent on the ground out to second. Descalzo comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 9th, the pitcher number 55, John Gray.
Stepping into the box, John Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to third. Lamb gloves it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Up next for Colorado, center fielder.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the air, down the left field line and deep. On the move is Martinez. This is going to kick off the fence now out in front of the Arizona bullpen. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. Fouled straight back. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, David Peralta. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 8, Chris Iannetta.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Iannetta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Ready for another chance? Carlos Gonzalez as we begin the top of the 4th. Here it comes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
1-1, here it is. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Gerardo Parra will be next. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
A bare hand for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Lamb comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
here's J.D. Martinez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Martinez will round first and head for second now. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He's got to feel good about himself. A multi-hit game. He knows he's been struggling. We know he's been struggling. Maybe this is the start of good things to come.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Martinez rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
the batter, number
Digging
3,
in now, Daniel Descalso. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Descalso.
Here's the 1-2. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now a move over to first. Back in standing. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Hey, anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Zach Greinke. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling, but man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Stepping in now, Ketel Marte. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We played 4 full. It's the D-backs 2, and the Rockies nothing. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Jonathan
in is the
Lucroy.
catcher Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 55, John Gray.
Stepping into the box, John Gray comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. Hit hard to third. He's right there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rockies strand 1. They're down 2-0. Digging in once again, David Peralta. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot down the line in right, as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Iannetta. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game that's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Now a drive out to left center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Yeah, after a while, the good hitting team is going to start catching up on that hard stuff. You can see that he tracks this thing all the way and just rips it to the wall. He's in the second with a double.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And Reynolds will look this one in for the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Right side, hit hard. LeMahieu gets to it from deep in the hole. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
now batting, left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Martinez. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Another 0-2 coming. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-0 Arizona. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. DJ LeMahieu goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. So with 1 gone, here's Carlos Gonzalez. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Nolan Arenado touches them all. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
In now, Gerardo Parra. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
A shot down the first baseline. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Hit out towards second. Descalzo is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Rockies 1.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. His career numbers against Pat Neshek, 1 for 4. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Once again, a 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Into the box, Daniel Descalzo. Oh, and he was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for out number 2.
Top pitcher number 21.
Digging in and looking for more, Zach Greinke hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, Matt, you're the pitcher. There's 2 outs, nobody on. You're letting it fly, right? I'd be doing the same thing like he just did right there. 2 big swings, and he has nothing yet.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 12, Mark Reynolds.
Here's Mark Reynolds. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Just one earned on the docket for Greinke thus far into his 7th inning of work. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first as Reynolds is a ground out victim here. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Jonathan Lucroy.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And that misses 2-2. Grounded to third. Played on the backhand. And a high throw there, but a good recovery at first as he comes down with his foot on the bag, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mike Dunn will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ian Desmond is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Ian Desmond.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with the payoff pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, David Peralta. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Another 2-2 offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 8, Chris.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Chris Iannetta. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit back toward the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. Diamondbacks lead this one 3-1. In now, Ian Desmond. Career line against Greinke. 1 hit in 16 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin.
from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Now another 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on to get that tied run to the plate.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker. 3-2 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Archie Bradley enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They still trail it here 3-1. Scott Ober is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Down the third baseline. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Digging in to try it again, Jake Lamb. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, J.D. Martinez. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Gonzalez coasts under it, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. and it's still 3-1. Fernando Rodney comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 56, Fernando Rodney.
Now the 2-1 goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with show track, and the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. In now, Nolan Arenado. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
The 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. One out and a runner on second base. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
This is a really good at-bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Peralta is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
So for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.
Final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rockies, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 49,033. The Diamondbacks thank you for joining us here at Chase Field and remind you to please drive home safely.